Hello, everyone. Good morning. Okay, so my name's Elise Smith, Christian business strategist, and Allie here is.
Yes, I'm Allie Porter, and I'm your Christian Connector Concierge. And together we've created the Millionaire Momentum Connector Agency. And we're all about connecting you with things that can help you 10x your faith, 10x your finances, and 10x your future. And of course, keep God as your CEO through all of it. So we're really excited to be here today.
Yep, so message us if you want more information about that. But today we are going to have some fun. So every morning we hop in here and we talk about, all of the different things that we're learning or that we're experiencing or that we can help you with. But today we just thought that it might be fun to just ask each other some get to know you questions and just have you get to know us a little bit more. And we want to get to know you a little bit more as well. So in the comments below, if you feel like you want to answer one of these fun questions, feel free to do so because we would love to just have some fun with you this morning. So let's ask the first question. And I haven't really looked at these questions, so I'm going to randomly choose one. So Allie, what TV show would you want to be in and why?
Oh my goodness. Well, that's pretty easy. The Chosen. Yeah, I'm wearing my Chosen shirt today.
Oh my goodness, that's so funny.
Yeah, it's almost like we knew we were gonna do this or something. I don't know. We didn't, by the way, but
We totally made it up.
Yeah, but definitely The Chosen for sure, for sure. It is my favorite show of all time. Like it is just it's the best. And not just because, it's Jesus in there, but because I feel like I resonate a lot with the characters in it, the 12 apostles, even Mary Magdalene, just all the people in there. Like, I feel like I can resonate with them and that shows really like humanize them for me to like, yeah, I see myself in them, And then of course it would be so awesome to just be with Jesus all the time. So
yeah. Absolutely. I love how they portray Jesus Christ. Like the fact that he's funny, the fact that he smiles a lot, like that's my Jesus. Like, I love it. It totally humanizes him. And so, well, I can't even answer that question because you just had like the greatest answer on earth. So
and it was so fitting that I was wearing my shirt, just like, oh, that's great. Yep.
Oh, that's so fun. Okay, you asked me a question then.
Yeah, let's do another question. Okay, so if you could make the ultimate sandwich, what would be on it?
Oh, ultimate sandwich. Oh my heavens. I feel like there's like so many opportunities and options. Okay.
Kind of like our connector agency. We should make them sandwiches.
I love it. I need an assessment to be able to help me make my sandwich, right? Okay, I can't say like I'm not going to use my imagination, but there is a place here in Utah that's called Cravings Bistro. And it takes grilled cheese sandwiches to like the next level because it has like, not only is it like a grilled cheese sandwich, right? Like buttered on both sides and just so delicious, but it has mac and cheese in it and brisket and barbecue sauce.
Oh,
it is like
so good.
Yeah, it is so good. And it's so like makes you feel so sick afterwards because you just ate something you shouldn't have. But it is so good. So I think just outside of like a normal pepper turkey sandwich, which I absolutely love with like alfalfa sprouts and all the things, right? That is like one of my favorite sandwiches. It is so good. So if you live in
now you're making me like
cravings.
I want to come there and eat it because that sounds so good.
I know they are so good. So, yeah,
that's awesome.
All right, let's see. What item do you hope will be obsolete in 20 years?
That's a weird question.
I know. I slept over and picked it.
Yeah. What would I want to be obsolete? I would say if there's a way, I mean, there is a way, but I don't necessarily, okay, so go with me. It's not totally answering the question, but what I don't like, because I don't like paying for gas all the time, but I also don't want to have to plug my car in because that's just annoying. And if I'm driving and then it runs out of battery and stuff. So somehow, because I don't really like that option either. So,
don't want either option.
No. So like somehow like get rid of the gas and get rid of, or like use gas for other things or whatever. But I would love to not have to fill my car up with gas. but also have it not like not have to be plugged in, because that's just dumb personally. I mean, I get the logic, but it just seems, I don't know. I don't want to sit there and stay off the side of the road and like have to go plug my car in. Like, it just seems weird to me. But sorry for all y'all who have plug-in cars. But
I love it. That's too funny.
Yeah. Okay. So next question: what character from a movie or book or show do you relate to the most, and why?
Ooh, character relate to the most to. Yikes. There's a lot of movies and books and all that kind of stuff.
I picked the hard ones.
Man, I would love to see our audience's answer for that. So as
Mhm.
I'm like percolating here, please feel free to put in the comments. I would say, gosh, I can't think of anyone. I don't know. Who do you think I would relate to, Allie?
I don't know.
I know that's a hard one.
That's a hard one. I could pick a different one.
Okay, let's pick a different one.
If you were famous, what would your stage name be?
Ooh. Well, it would have to be like something Ellie, right? Because
I was
Ellie
thinking that.
is my nickname for my husband, which I thought was so sweet. He wasn't sure he was going to get my name right because it's actually Elise instead of Elise, which everybody calls me Elise, and he always feels like it's important to make sure that the E is in there. And he's like, but that's like your default is to say Elise, so he calls me Ellie for some reason, which I love. It's sweet. So I don't know. The only thing that's coming to mind is Conversation Ellie because of the story I was telling you the other day, right? I don't know if I shared it on here, but I'll just share it real quick. So I went to a personal development workshop. It was like a 90-day program, and it was so cool. And it basically taught you in one of the parts to kind of put on this like super suit. Like if you could put on a super suit and be any kind of like superhero to be able to help you achieve your goals, because that's what the 90-day program is about, then what would it be? And I was Conversation Ellie because, like back then I was super, super shy. I would not talk to anyone. I was like terrified of people. And so when I went up in the front of the class and I like zipped up my super suit and I said, I'm Conversation Ellie, and I can walk into a room and talk to anyone and totally own it and all this kind of stuff. So I guess that would be my stage name, is Conversation Ellie. And what's cool about that is that I turned into that person by choice, right? But it was just planting that seed, I think, is so important. I'm reading in Leslie Householder's book is called
Hidden Treasures.
Thank you. I was like, I don't know. I'm reading Hidden Treasures. Yes, Hidden Treasures by Leslie Householder. And it is so good, guys. It's so good. But one of the things that she's talking about is even just having the desire, like just starting with the desire to become that person or to get that thing or whatever it might be. That like starts everything going in the background of the whole universe and the spirit and all that kind of stuff to create it. And so I know that putting on that super suit in front of everyone in that class and choosing Conversation Ellie, that helped me to become the person that I am now, which is really powerful. So my stage name would be Conversation Ellie.
I love that. I love that. That's awesome.
Okay. What is one item that you can't live without? And you can't choose scriptures. We're going to just do a different.
Yeah. I would say probably, this is not great, but I would say probably Wi-Fi.
I was going to say like my phone, right? Like that would be really hard to live without.
Yeah. I mean, it's interesting. So here's the funny thing is like once a month. Oh my gosh. No. Once a year, we go to Lake Powell for a whole week and there is no internet. Like you have none. And I was telling Elise, I was like, it's a little difficult because like I'm used to being connected. But I find that once I'm, disconnected for a day or two, like it's actually not that bad. But I do love what I do. And in order to do what I do, I have to have Wi-Fi. So I do want to keep doing what I'm doing. So I need Wi-Fi to do that. But it's not like I'm obsessed with it or that I can't live without it necessarily. But if I didn't have it, I couldn't do what we do now. So
Yeah.
I kind of really do actually really want it. So yeah,
Yeah.
that would be hard to live without.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Love it. There's a time to disconnect from the world, but
Oh yeah.
most of the time we want to stay connected.
Yes. Oh yes. Okay. If you could be any kind of animal, which one would you be?
So I've always considered myself a mouse. And
What?
I just have. Like, I'm just like the tiny little mouse squeaking in the corner kind of thing. Like, it's not the most powerful, I get it, but it's just what I've always considered
I
myself.
love it.
My hubby considers me a bird because I love to sing. I'm singing all the time, especially like with Mason. We sing all the time, and he's just like la 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 la. So he sings with me, which is adorable. But what was the question?
Oh, it was if you could be any animal, what would it be?
Okay, so if I could be, so those are the ones that like have been attached to me, right?
Mhm.
But if I could be any animal, like I want to be something that's like strong yet beautiful. And I think people think like lions or something like that, but I want something a little bit more not as aggressive. Yeah, maybe it's a lioness, right?
Mhm.
I think that's actually a really good one because
Mhm.
she's strong, but she's still like the mama, nurturing
Mhm.
and loving, and but she's still a leader, even though she's
Mhm.
not like the alpha.
Mhm.
Yeah, I would say a lioness.
I love that. I love that. Mine would probably be a fox.
Yeah.
I when I was little, I had an imaginary fox. That was my pet. Was an
Oh.
imaginary fox, and I named her Cinnamon. And I've always loved foxes. I don't know why. Just they're just pretty, and I don't know. I think when I watched, have you ever seen what is that called? Fox and the Hound.
Mhm.
Way back. It's an
Yep,
old one.
way back.
But yeah, I always loved the fox. Like I just thought it was really fun, and so yeah, I think I'd want to be a fox. So interesting.
Love it.
Hopefully you don't kill me, but
'Cause I'm a lioness.
yeah.
That's
Fun,
awesome.
fun.
Okay, which is the best Ben& Jerry's ice cream flavor?
Oh, I don't even know Ben and Jerry's.
Or any ice cream flavor, it's
Okay.
really
So my favorite ice cream flavor is well, if it's more of like a generic one that I just buy at the store, cookies and cream, hands down.
I know, isn't it the best?
Love cookies and cream, like
Like,
so good.
especially the cheap ones, like in the
Yes.
big bucket,
Mhm.
right?
Yep. That's the best. Now, if I go to like Brahms or some other like ice cream place, there's peppermint ice cream that I really like. So
Ooh.
yeah.
Mm.
How about you? What's your favorite?
I haven't had mint chocolate chip in a long time, and I really
Mm.
like that one. But when we go to Cold Stone, I always get well, now it has to be dairy free because I can't really do dairy anymore. But it used to be cake batter ice cream with
Mm.
brownies and Reese's.
Ooh.
And if back in the olden days, right? Like I don't know,
Mhm.
maybe 15 years ago, they used to have watermelon ice cream. And I would do
Oh.
all four of those together: cake batter, watermelon, brownie, and Reese's.
That's an interesting combination.
I know, it was really weird, and it's
I
funny
love it.
because, like, Chris actually remembers that. He's like, "Yeah, we used to put watermelon in your ice cream," and I was like, "Did?" And he's like, "Yeah, don't you remember?" And my memory is not good at all. In fact, my little brother is the keeper of my memories from my childhood.
Oh.
So if I ever like doubt that there's something that really happened, like we were driving in Provo, which is the other, like we live in Eagle Mountain and Provo is on the other side of the lake here in Utah. And we used to live with our grandmother in Provo. And in Provo, they have these, they used to have these irrigation ditches. And as crazy as it sounds, it was like the olden days, right? We used to swim in the irrigation ditches.
Oh, I
And
believe
Chris
that.
is like, there's no way you guys swam in the irrigation ditches. And I was like, yeah, we really did. And so I called up my brother. I was like, do we swim in the irrigation ditches? He's like, oh yeah, we did. So I'm like, okay, thanks for being the keeper of my memories. But yeah, so my favorite is cake batter ice cream. Well, actually I switched it. So Cold Stone has non-dairy ice cream, which is super awesome. And so brownies and Reese's is usually my thing.
That's so yummy.
Mm-hmm.
So fun.
Awesome.
All right. So should we do one more?
Yeah, we'll each ask each other one more question.
Okay. So is it my turn or your turn?
I don't know. Okay. What's the weirdest gift you've ever received, Allie?
Oh, the weirdest gift. I don't even know. The weirdest gift. I would say I don't even know. I don't know. I don't know what the weirdest gift
Or
is.
any kind of weird gift you've ever gotten. Did you ever get a weird gift from someone?
Yeah, I would say I mean, I got like I don't even know. I don't even know. I can't even think. But maybe like I remember getting like some kitchen utensils and stuff, but I mean that's not really weird. That's like normal because I cook. So I mean my husband actually does more of the cooking than I do. But maybe that's why it was weird. Maybe that's why it was weird because they were like, why would you give them to Allie when she doesn't cook? And it's my husband.
And they're really for your husband.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's happened to me before too.
Yeah. All right. Let's see. If you could attend any celebrity wedding, which would it be?
Celebrity wedding. Actually, it would be the royal family because I think that it would be so cool to like be in the cathedral when the whole thing is going on because it's like a huge event, right?
Yeah.
The royal family in England, like I think that would be really awesome. I mean, every other celebrity would pale in comparison to a royal event like that. And so, and I kind of like watching the royal family. Like they're very interesting to me.
There's a show called The Crown. Have you watched the show?
Oh my gosh, I love The Crown. I don't know how close it was. Like I had to like keep looking up events and things like that. I'm like, did that really happen? Like, was that really that way? There's a great article that breaks down like what's true and what's not about The Crown. And so I was like doing that the whole time. But I've let go of TV, so I may not ever go back to that, but who knows?
Well, if I'm around, then you can watch TV because I still watch TV. So then that counts.
I'm a social TV watcher now.
Yes.
If somebody else wants to watch TV, then it's okay. But if I do it by myself and I binge forever, like that's no bueno. But I have not watched TV in like a month and a half. Like,
I know, which is so awesome.
TV, so
it is so awesome.
Yeah,
I love it.
We can become the people that we want to become if we choose it, right?
Exactly. Exactly.
All right, guys. Well, thanks so much for just having fun with us today. I know usually we focus on inspiration or, the great resources we can connect you with, which, reach out to us if you want to learn more about that for sure. But it was just fun to get to know you guys a little bit more. Hopefully we get some more comments throughout this. We'd love to hear some of your crazy answers or give us some crazy questions and maybe we'll do this again. I think that would be a lot of fun. But we love you guys. We love just being with you. And whether you're just watching and you never comment or you comment and we get to know you even more, it doesn't matter because we just know that we get this stage to just have fun with you and inspire you and share what's on our heart and all the things. So thank you so much for joining us in these videos. And Allie, anything else you want to add?
Yeah, just have fun with life. Sometimes we make life really serious. I'm totally guilty of that. I'm a lot more serious type of person. And I'm realizing more and more and more how much it matters to like have fun and laugh and just be joyful. And it doesn't have anything to do with your circumstances. It doesn't have anything to do with anything. You just get to choose it. You get to just say, today I'm going to be happy. Today I'm going to have fun. I'm going to ask silly questions and laugh a lot and just like have fun with it. And that's how your business should be. That's how your life should be. It should be full of fun, laughter, joy. And yes, you'll have the ups and downs just because that's life, but always find the silver lining, always find the good in it and have fun with it.
Amen. Awesome. All right, guys. Allie, end us off.
Until next time. Stay inspired, believe in Christ, and receive the wealth and prosperity that God has for you. And let's create millionaire momentum with God as our CEO.